Okay, good morning everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
Welcome. As you can see, we have a visitor with us today. So good morning and thank you for being here, everybody. If you're a returnee, many blessings to you and it's nice to have you back. And if you're new, thank you very, very much. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, feel free, but at the very least, if you're here and you like what you see, it'd be nice if you could give it a like. All right, so let's see. Guardian angels, spirit, ancestors, please. Thank you, yes. Guide us today. What spirit do you have to tell us this week? What is the energy of this week? What guidance and messages do you have for us this week? Thank you so much for being with us. Okay, so let's see. First, thank you, Spirit, thank you. Oh, so we have that one flipped over which says Merry Motive. A second. We also had Great and Full pop out. We had Waking the Lion. Sorry, Waking the Lion, Great and Full. All right. All right. Secondly, thank you, Guardian Angels, Ancestors. Thank you so much for your guidance, your love, your presence. We are incredibly grateful and we love you. So guide us this week, angels, protectors and lovers. What advice would you have for us for this week? Okay, thank you. Oh, we have milk and honey again. So yet again, Great and Full and milk and honey. Very, very similar energy. So I know some of us are probably feeling a little bit frustrated that the milk and honey times, the satisfaction, the kind of feelings of empowerment and love and stability and calm and peace and abundance that we all dream of, not quite here yet, but Spirit reminding us that it's on its way. It's very much on its way. And remember, everything happens in divine timing and not perhaps when we think it should happen, but when Spirit knows what's right and best for us. So for now, many of us just need to be in this place of stillness, meditation. There's been some feeling of disquiet lately. Just be gentle with yourself. It's perfectly acceptable. It's a transition that you're going through, and we have you saw that flip over, didn't you? Well, hopefully you did. A fiery climax approaches. So the energy of this week very much telling us. And then we had, it's time to release negativity. So if there's any negativity left, and the answers are coming. The answers you need are coming. All right. So that's a couple of additional messages there for us. Thank you very much. So this card is about understanding what drives you to meet your goals, the momentum your attention creates, and the wisdom behind your intentions. You've chosen a path, you've set an intention, and you've begun to move toward a goal you feel compelled to keep going. But do you know the why behind this drive? Do you truly want what you're pursuing, or are you chasing a destination with the anticipation of how it will make others feel about you, or you feel about yourself? And it's time now to really invoke your higher power and be completely convinced that this path that you've set yourself on is the one that is truly right for you. Because the most important aspect to consider now is where you place your focus, because that's where your energy will flow. So if you're resentful, the outer world will show you more opportunities to be resentful. If you're envious of others, competitive and overly ambitious, you will always feel as if you're not enough. If you focus on gratitude and compassion for others, you will see even more reasons to be grateful and loving. When you look for abundance, it has an uncanny way of multiplying in your life. So if you're unsure of your motives, the results will be just as unclear. Dig deep to understand your why. If your true desire is to experience X, let go of your attachment to the form that X is supposed to come in. Make sure your motive is merry and joyful, clear and honest, and aim true. Trust that the universe will provide the outcome that is a perfect match for your intention, because it always does. So just universe asking us to just be mindful in these moments. mindful in these moments that we are actually focused on what is truly right for us. Now, the first card that came out of the second oracle deck, the wisdom of the oracle deck, was we had great and true, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Great and full. Okay, and that is number 4. Number 4 is a number of building foundations. And then we had waking the lion as an additional message. So let's see what those 2 cards have to say for us. Okay. Right, all right. Okay. True. Right, bear with me. Great and full. So the mindful practice of gratitude, knowing that you're enough, committing to your intentions and a sense of sufficiency, and letting go of attachment to form. So again, Spirit's saying for the second time with both these cards that we need to let go of the attachment that we have to whatever the outcome should be for whatever it is we're seeking right now. Okay, and it's come through twice. So quite clearly in 2 and 4, 20, number 2 and 4, that's partnership and connectivity. Number 4 is about solid foundations. So I'm picking up that in our personal lives and our connections, there's going to be a change, and we need to look at, make sure that we're wishing for the right thing, all right? That our motives are correct before we decide this is how something should look. Just be relaxed, be grateful for what we already have, but don't be too attached to the form that what abundance is taking. So perhaps very clearly telling us that it's not going to come in the form that you expect it to come in, okay? And so we have to be mindful that we don't have expectations that we can't be fulfilled, or that we miss our abundance because we expect it to come and look and feel in a particular way. So waking the lion just briefly tells us to be bold and courageous as we move forward, even though we don't know what's coming or how it's going to come. Nothing is promised to us, but we will never see true magic if we don't take risks. We've got to summon the bravery to keep moving forward, but in that moving forward and that wanting and that desiring and that manifesting, not be too attached to how it should look, what it should look like, whom it should look like, the form it should come in. And then last but not least, we had milk and honey come through, and I think this is the second week that milk and honey has come through. So Spirit telling us that we're on the right path. It's just a little bit of preparing the way so that the manifestations that we're looking for will come in a way in which we are able to accept them. It's just like, let's see if I can think of an analogy. It's like when you move house, you don't just put all the furniture in at first. You clean it, yeah? You decorate, you paint, you do the preparation before you then put the furniture in, which then makes it look and feel like home. So this being in gratitude, not being attached to the form, that's all about preparing the way so that when the abundance comes in, you've got a clear path. The house is nice and clean. The container is nice and fresh and filled with gratitude, so that when it comes in, you've got a clean space in which you're able to recognise the abundance as it walks through. If there's clutter, if there's a lack of, surety, if there is confusion, say, or even if the motives are not correct or honest, then when it walks in, it's going to walk in a way that you won't be able to accept it and be openly joyful about it, because there will be resentment, or there will be resentment or jealousy, or all those negative things that people have when they're not thinking in gratitude. Sorry, I can't think for now. And that will be the energy. that comes through, and that will be the energy that you'll keep repeating. So when that abundance comes, you won't recognize it because it will come packaged in a way that you think should be a certain way, but actually the expectation, the way that it does come, will be different from the expectation. So excuse me, sorry, I'm not very fluent with my language today. So we then had milk and honey. Okay, and milk and honey. Obviously, in the Bible, you have milk and honey, and milk and honey just signifies abundance and joy, prosperity, authenticity, and trusting that your needs will be met. I mean, look how happy this little baby elephant is. He's just splashing about. He has everything he needs. There's a great rainbow above him there, indicating blessings. You know, they say that, riches are found at the end of the rainbow. And he couldn't want for anything else. So that's the end energy, okay? And that is what we can be expecting. Another reminder that it's here, it's coming, it's on its way, but don't hold on too much to the expectation of what it should look like, because it may well come in a form that you least expect. It's a sweet time that we're entering into. You're going to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle, and abundance is an energy that you are living part of. All your needs are being met, and you're given the gift of nourishment in every form. So appreciate that and accept it, okay? There's only one authentic you. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary to the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking the true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life right now, okay? So clearly, many opportunities available to us for you to step into your best life. You may require you to have some bravery and fearlessness around them. And then Spirit's telling us clearly that as they show up, that what we shouldn't do with these two cards here is have any expectations as to what they should look like, because they may well come in a form that you may not recognize, but Spirit knows is best for you. Okay, and for some of us that may be revisiting the past, it may be opportunities from the past or people from the past resurfacing. For others, it may mean moving forward into the new. And then the Moonology deck reminded us that the answers that we need are coming. I think it's fairly self-explanatory. In addition, we just quickly had that it was time to release any negativity. Okay, and that negativity is any attachment to our expectations of what it should look like. And then the fiery climax approaches was the energy card that came out with the message. So I'm going to read that message from the book, and that is a full moon in Aries. Right, so let's have a look. So a fiery climax approaches. It's time to see if you're being a bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created this situation yourself, which means you can create your own way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. So for some of us, perhaps we're in an emotional state. Okay, and perhaps that emotional state is what is potentially blinding us to the expectations, and that's perhaps the warning there, is that's what we need to be mindful of, that we're operating from our emotions and not from a place of gratitude. And when we're in that space, perhaps we're being too rash and too judgmental about what we expect, our expectations of people, of ourselves, and of the abundance and the manifestation as it shows up. So let's then see what the tarot has to tell us today. Okay, so I hope you've all had a good week and that you're well in all the ways that you can be. It feels very much like a preparation message, that Spirit is preparing us for what's coming and just asking us to just be clear about what it is we want. Because remember, thoughts are things. And what you think about will come about. So be clear and sure of what it is that you want. And then don't have too many expectations of what form or shape it should come. Okay, these cards are backwards. All right, there you go. Turn these cards the right way around. Okay, there we go. Got a bit of a mess of it. Right, here we go. That's better. I think a little munchkin has been playing with the cards, which is fine. Might get her in to help us today, actually. Wow, they're a mess. Okay, right, here we go. Love the energy of children. Fabulous. Right, here we go. That's better. Still got something the wrong way, but never mind. All right. Okay. So, ancestors. Spirit of our ancestors. The earth of Mother Africa, please guide us today. So we have 8 of Pentacles. We have 8 of Cups. We have 3 of Swords. We have Ace of Cups. We have Queen of Cups. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Wow. Okay. Powerful energy. Anything else? Ancestors, guardian angels. Looks very auspicious here. Final one, 4 of Swords. All right. All right. So first of all, we had the 8 of Pentacles. Secondly, the 8 of Cups. So 2 8s there. Okay. 8 is very much the number of abundance. 3 of Swords. We then had the Ace of Cups. We then had the Queen of Cups. We had the Queen of Pentacles. And then we had the 4 of Swords as an additional message. I suspect the 4 of Swords feels very much to me like this is the space that we're in. We feel like we're in a holding period, we're in a resting period. Okay? And that resting period, though, is going to be signalled by the 8 of Pentacles, which was the first card that was out, and that was the most powerful energy. It's the strongest energy. Now, the Pentacles, as we know, are about our material wealth, are about our opportunities, prosperity, and the 8 signifies there's going to be action and in the form of an improvement in that area in our lives, into the material, into the prosperity section of our lives. There's going to be change. All right, if I read this as a story, there's going to be change not just in the prosperity aspect of our lives, but in also in terms of the love, attachment, affection, connection sides of our life. Okay, the 8 of Cups shows us walking away. We're walking away from any disappointments, opportunities. We're walking towards the better. You see how she's walking. The cups are here, but she's got 8 of them, but she knows that there is better on the horizon. She's walking away. That's not enough. And it's not from a sense of, oh, I'm disappointed, but it's from a sense of knowing that I'm better than and I deserve more. I'm walking towards the manifestation of the fullest, most abundant sense of our being, and it's about the emotional fulfillment, walking away from those disappointments that have caused us the heartbreak, the upset, the disappointment. knowing that we deserve better. Okay, because as we do so, Spirit is going to offer us a cup of opportunity, a wonderful, wonderful, divinely gifted opportunity. Can you see it comes from the heavens? All right, which is going to take us out of any storm clouds. A wonderful, massive cup that's overflowing with opportunity, abundance, compassion. There's going to be intimacy, new feelings, support, being heard, being seen, compassion, very much an emotional connection, and a wonderful emotional connection. Okay, as we receive that emotional connection and we don't, let me see, and we remember not to be too attached to the form that connection takes. Remember, these two were about not being too attached to the form that things take. As we step into that and open up to it and receive it, then we step into the being of the Queen of Cups. All right, excuse me. All right. And the Queen of Cups puts us in a place where we are full of compassion. We are tapped into our intuition. We are overflowing with comfort, abundance of emotional stability, love, generosity. Okay. And in addition, there's the energy of the Queen of Pentacles as well, which means we're feeling empowered. Again, very tuned into our intuition. We're in a place of nurturing, balance, material wealth, stability, as well as emotional wealth and stability. I mean, look at those two queens. And again, it's about the energy, so this is relevant for men as well. But once that opportunity comes in and that cup is presented to us, we become these two queen figures, emotionally balanced and stable, connected to ourselves, compassionate, generous, physically stable, generous, and significantly much more attuned to our intuitive selves, attuned to the guidance that Spirit wants to give us. So I'd just like to ask our angels what message they have for us today. And a little munchkin has been at these cards as well. Which is really quite funny. Okay, sorry. So sorry, this is going to take a little bit longer today as I sort these out. All right, so let's see what our angels have to say for us. Thank you, guardian angels, for your guidance, your love, your compassion, for your patience with us. Cause sometimes we don't always do what we know is best for us. Oh gosh, sorry, the hands are not great today. All right, so guardian angels, highest house, thank you so much for your guidance and your support. What messages do you have for us today? What guidance would you have for us today? But it looks great, guys. We are there. Yeah, for those of you it's been a hard journey for some of us, I know. And at the moment, I know some of us are feeling really quite, I wouldn't say depressed, but a bit low. And that's because you're changing, okay? And the card that popped out there is Rainbow. All right, so Spirit reminding us, and it says here, you are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest of times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold awaits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. So remember here, where we said the moon card said the answers you need are coming, okay, soon. And then what do we have here reflected? Look at the synchronicity here. We had the rainbow, and this card, our angels really supporting us and telling us yes, that milk and honey, that period of wallowing in all that sweetness, gooey, icky, nice abundance, feeling smiling and feeling very much like the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, that period is here. It's very, very close. As it says, trust and continue to follow dreams. All will clear soon. Okay. And when it all clears, what you will see, my beautiful, beautiful, beloved people, will be, your life will feel like you are eternally living within a rainbow. Okay. So, just one final card, just to ask what else we need to be mindful of. What else does Spirit want to look at before we close? Okay, so we have two. And we have security, to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. And again, echoing the rainbow there, because a rainbow is very much a sign of nature operating, and safety. Okay, in the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. All right, and we have the number 4 coming out here, which was about your foundation. All right, and your foundation, that solid foundation, is on its way to you, but don't be attached to the outcome of it or what you think it should look like. Be open to receiving. The disappointments and heartbreaks are over. Okay, it is all going to end soon. Be brave enough to walk away from what you know doesn't serve you. Okay, even though you may have 8 cups, be brave enough to walk away. Be courageous, because the outcome will be this complete feeling of contentment and satisfaction as you step into your powerful intuition emotionally with the Queen of Cups, and into material stability and abundance with the Queen of Pentacles, because that opportunity is on its way. All right, there will be a rainbow for you. There will be a rainbow for you. So that's been your reading for today. Thank you very much. Sorry it's taken a little bit longer than usual, but thank you so much for being here. If you're still here, please like the video, because that shows the algorithm that people like this, and it will mean that the content will show up for more people, and it will also show up for yourself when I launch a new video. Please feel free to share and subscribe if you'd like. Thank you so much. For those who are returning, thank you so much for your support. Love you very, very much. And for those who are new, welcome, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. Take care. Bye.